Welcome to AI ConvoCast, where we bring you the latest in AI and tech innovation. Quick housekeeping. Check out the affiliate links in our description. Using them supports the show, and please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Let's jump right in.
Today we will be covering Nvidia's development of a new AI chip specifically designed for the Chinese market, Google's launch of the Pixel 10 smartphone lineup featuring enhanced on-device AI capabilities, and a significant policy shift where the U.S. government is considering taking equity stakes in chip makers receiving CHIPS Act funding. Nvidia is working on a new AI chip specifically tailored for the Chinese market that will outperform its current H20 offering. According to Reuters reporting on August 19th, the chip, codenamed B30A, will be based on Nvidia's Blackwell architecture and is designed to navigate U.S. export restrictions while still providing substantial computing power. Sources indicate the B30A will deliver approximately half the computing capability of Nvidia's flagship B300 chip, but will still significantly outpace the H20 chips currently available in China. The B30A features a single-die design and importantly retains NVLink connectivity and high-bandwidth memory (HBM), which are critical for AI workloads. Nvidia is reportedly already in discussions with Chinese customers about the chip, with plans to provide samples as early as September 2025, pending U.S. regulatory approval. When asked about the development, Nvidia released a statement saying, "We evaluate a variety of products to compete to the extent that governments allow." This move comes in a complex regulatory environment, where the Trump administration recently permitted resumed sales of H20 chips to China, tied to a revenue-sharing arrangement. Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick commented on CNBC that, of course, CEO Jensen Huang would like to sell a new chip to China, acknowledging the business incentives at play. The new chip represents Nvidia's strategic effort to maintain its position in the Chinese market, which accounts for a significant portion of global AI chip demand, while navigating the evolving export control landscape. Moving to consumer technology, Google has unveiled its Pixel 10 smartphone lineup at its Made by Google event in New York City on August 20th. The new series includes the standard Pixel 10, Pixel 10 Pro, and Pixel 10 Pro XL, all powered by Google's new Tensor G5 processor designed to handle advanced on-device AI processing. One of the standout AI features in the Pixel 10 series is an AI camera coach that provides real-time guidance for capturing better photos. The system analyzes the scene and offers suggestions on composition, lighting adjustments, and the best moment to take a shot. Google has also equipped the phones with a more proactive Google Assistant that anticipates user needs based on context and previous behaviors. The new Pixels introduce Pixelsnap, a magnetic accessory ecosystem similar to Apple's MagSafe, allowing for easy attachment of various accessories. In a notable hardware upgrade, even the base Pixel 10 model now includes a telephoto camera, previously reserved for Pro models. The phones are also eSIM only in the US market, moving away from physical SIM cards entirely. Pricing remains stable compared to previous generations, with the base Pixel 10 starting at $799. The devices will be available later this month, while the updated Pixel Fold is expected to launch in October. In hands-on sessions following the announcement, The Verge described the new lineup as having AI everywhere, highlighting how deeply Google has integrated artificial intelligence into the user experience. The Pixel 10 series also introduces content credentials through C2PA, Content Authenticity Initiative, a feature that embeds metadata in photos and videos to verify their authenticity, particularly valuable in an era of deepfakes and manipulated media. Turning to semiconductor policy, the U.S. government is exploring a significant shift in how it distributes CHIPS Act funding by considering taking equity stakes in chip makers receiving grants. Reuters reported on August 20th that Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick is examining the possibility of acquiring non-voting equity positions, potentially around 10% in companies like Intel, instead of providing straight cash grants. During an appearance on CNBC's Squawk on the Street, Lutnick explained, "We'll get equity in return instead of just giving grants away," suggesting the approach would provide better value for taxpayers. This strategy follows the precedent set by the revenue-sharing arrangement recently established for Nvidia's China sales. Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent is reportedly involved in these discussions, which could have far-reaching implications for other major chipmakers receiving CHIPS Act funding, including Micron, TSMC, and Samsung. The Biden-Trump White House has endorsed the approach, with spokesperson Caroline Leavitt telling Reuters it puts America's needs first and is a creative idea that has never been done before. This potential policy shift represents a fundamental change in how the government approaches its $52.7 billion semiconductor funding program, moving from a grant-based model to something closer to a public investment strategy. The move could reshape the relationship between the government and the semiconductor industry, while potentially creating a new framework for public-private partnerships in critical technology sectors. The proposal has sparked discussions about the appropriate role of government in the semiconductor industry, with supporters arguing it provides better returns on taxpayer investments, while critics question whether it introduces new complexities into an already challenging funding process.
Thank you for listening to AI ConvoCast. Please don't forget to rate, review, and share if you like what you hear. Thanks and hope to see you again next time.